Very interesting whiskey find. Jim Beam's Signature Craft. So I just happened to be hunting whiskey in the greater New Jersey Trenton area, and I went to Trenton Liquor or something like that, and I said, do you have anything allocated? And they're like, yeah, we got something sitting, we got some stuff right over there, real dusty bottle shop. And this Jim Beam's Signature Craft quarter cask was sitting there. It's the third release, apparently. It's 86 proof, and it's finished in quarter-size casks. So supposedly that gives it more age, like if it's aged in a smaller barrel. I don't know exactly what year this came out. I've seen stuff of like 2014. Maybe you can find some stuff and link it in here, but like this is a pretty old bottle, I'm pretty sure. I mean, there's even like cork floaties in here. But I asked them how much, and they said $30, and I'm like, screw it. What's $30? So it's got a really old tax seal in it, and if I'm doing the wrong decision, it's too late. So if this bottle's worth $1 million, can you imagine that? I didn't look into it, and I just crack it right now.
No, I think when I looked it up, it didn't seem like it was anything too crazy. And I mean, looking at the bottle, ooh, that might be in the record holders for worst bottle crack on Whiskey Bible.
You know what's funny? I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen with how old this bottle was. Do you have a wine opener? Well, there we are. And the cork pop?
This is a 0 out of 10.
0 out of 10 on the cork pop. Maybe we should put the cork back in.
Yeah, not a good smell.
I don't know. It smells like
Maybe we should have started with this one.
This will be very interesting. Don't know
synthetic or real cork. Jim Beam. And, they said that they've looked into their corks. But clearly it was a long-standing problem. Yeah, this says our 2014 edition. It says right there, our 2014 edition is finished with bourbon aged in quarter-size casks for 4 to 5 years.
2014. That's almost 10 years ago this was bottled.
I know. We should have waited.
I know. No wonder why. Look at this cork. You can freaking feel that cork. Yeah. Go ahead. Squeeze it. It's okay. It's not going to bite. Oh!
It bit me.
Don't scare me like that.
Yeah, that is...
Poo-poo ka-choo.
Yep.
Nose,
very sweet.
Yeah, nose isn't as bad as when I smelled it in the actual bottle.
A little citrusy, a little vanilla,
definitely
chocolate.
Definitely doesn't smell as young as I thought it was. I don't know if this has an age statement on it. 86 proof.
Said 4 to 5 years in that quarter cask.
4 to 5 years. Doesn't smell 4 to 5 years. It smells much older than that.
Little grape.
There's some kind of nuttiness in there. There's the Jim Beam nuttiness pushing forward.
I was just going to say I'm not getting the nut yet.
Ooh, I'm getting a nut. It actually has really... I like the nose on this.
Very fruit forward. A lot of different fruits.
Definitely have a little bit of cork in my glass.
I would not have complained about higher proof.
Yeah, you got some cork in your glass, buddy. Let me tell you.
Yeah. A little piece there. He takes pleasure in other people's pain.
This is only the second pour tonight. That was my evil laugh.
I don't know if they'll see it, but yeah, that is a little chunky guy.
And he blew chunks.
I might pick it out.
Can you get it out?
Go
beep, cut. It's funny as hell. You got it.
Yeah. That's always something new. Better than Heaven Hill. I had a fly in my tasting glass.
Yep.
I did not pick that out.
He ate it. Yeah, I'm actually really happy with the nose on this. I think it smells really good. I just can't believe I've never heard of this before, and I just happened to walk in the liquor store and see it, and I'm like, I'm a fan of Jim Beam. So I saw it and I'm like, oh, it might be like $200. And she's like, oh, it's on sale for $30. I'm like, cha-ching, here you go. Here's my money.
Well,
try it out.
they've had it for like 10 years.
That's true. Why has no one bought this? We're about to find out. That is the smoothest, sweetest tasting whiskey I have had in a very long time. Went down like water.
It is smooth. I'm not surprised because it's 86 proof.
Really smooth.
It was pretty sweet. I had no finish.
Not at all.
And not a very complex palate. But yeah, that's nice. For $30, that's,
It's like crazy sweet.
yeah.
I actually think I might bring this to our October bottle share.
Mm.
I think this would be a fun bottle to bring to share with people. Oh, second sip time. Cheers.
Cheers.
This to me is definitely a crushable bottle. Again, just really sweet and smooth.
Yeah.
I'm really kind of digging this. Although there's no finish, it's good for like, I don't know, like beginner bourbon. I feel like this would be a good one to give to somebody if they're like, I want to try a bourbon.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna find it. It doesn't
They're not
have.
gonna find it. No one's gonna find
It's
this.
a very smooth, sweet, low proof whiskey with none of those. For me, this is on par with like a Woodford Reserve.
I really like this a lot.
For me personally, I'm not getting enough. I wouldn't. It's sweet, but I don't get a ton of flavor on it. And it's very mellow.
It is mellow, but that might just be why I'm liking it. I don't know. It's weird to me. I don't know why I'm liking it so much.
I'm only harping on it because we usually agree. He seems way more hyped up about it than I am.
I don't know why I'm enjoying this so much. Maybe just because I'm so used to drinking like so many crazy like flavor freaking missile bourbons that just to going back to something nice and mellow and sweet kind of brings me back to my youth. To me, I think why I'm liking this is just because of this is 2014, so this is pre bourbon boom. You know, this is when whiskey was just sitting on the shelf and everyone spat at it and didn't like it, you know. And I think this is really showing craftsmanship in whiskey before it was like, oh, let's rush and put out whatever we can. Like, imagine if Jim Beam White Label tasted like this. That would be crazy.
I'd be marching on the Capitol. I'd be waving flags. I'd get a bumper sticker on my car.
Yeah, because I guarantee you we're going to go from this and you're going to go to this old granddad. And I don't know. I just feel like I can taste more quality in this older bourbon versus this newer bourbon. I don't know. I feel like we're going to be able to taste the quality difference. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. It's nice, but I just I think it's like average. $30 is nice. I'll give it a 6.5. Like flavor, like I could give it more for the price because it's nice for $30. You know, you don't find that very much anymore. Most of the stuff is getting up closer to 40 for a good pour. I just don't know if I could see myself buying this. I don't think that there is enough flavor there. Right? To me it's almost like it is nicer than Jim Beam White Label, but I don't think it's that different where like I don't think it has much more. Like I might as well save the money, you know. Like it's a good cheap option, but if I'm gonna go cheap, I'd rather just take bottom shelf, you know, Evan Williams Bottle and Bond, and just go for that. Yeah, I saw him over there, but that to me, you know,
Signed by Evan Williams himself.
wow.
That's pretty cool, right?
If I had a time machine,
That's nuts, man. That's an old bottle right there. It's even back to the screw top bottled in bond days before they even had corks. Insta troll. Sorry to interrupt you.
no, it's nice. It just doesn't have the flavor for me. Like I'm pretty much I either want a lot of flavor, or if I'm going for something cheap, I'll take what I can get. But this, um, for a beginner drinker, this was regularly available. I definitely would say this is a great place to start in whiskey, but that's only because it babies you. It's just like a nice sweet little la di da, no proof. Like um, but I'm a man, and I need a nice hearty drink at the end of the day. I don't know. That's where I'm at. What do you give the people your pitch? Why should Jim Beam? Yeah, why should Jim Beam bring back their quarter cask bourbon series?
Well, I don't know if you saw my hand signals, but I gave it an 8.5 out of 10.
Hmm.
I really, really enjoyed this. To me, it was insanely, insanely smooth. It was insanely sweet, but in a really good way. Granted, I did not pick up a lot of flavors. It was just like sweet, smooth, just good like vanilla bourbon notes. To me, I rated it that high is because it's just a really good crushable bottle. I feel like my collection now is solely based on these like explosion flavor bomb stuff, And I sit there and I drink and I'm like, yeah, this is good. But eventually, drinking bourbon every night and drinking this stuff every night. I mean, I know I have such a hard life, but it's nice to find a nice, sweet, crushable bourbon. Especially if you start like on a football Sunday, you start drinking at 1 o'clock. Am I going to start drinking barrel proofs at 1 o'clock? No, I want something lower proof, like 80 to 90 range. And I just feel like this is sweet and I can enjoy it. Like even like a summertime bourbon, like sitting by a pool, I feel like I can make a really good cocktail out of this. I think it would come out really, really well. I don't know what's going on with Jim Beam and their signature series. This is going on 10 years ago that this came out. If I found another bottle, I would pick it up. Hopefully with a better cork, although I expected that to happen with how old this bottle was. Um, would I hunt another bottle? Yeah, I'd like to hunt another bottle. I'd like to have another bottle of this. Although there's some interesting thing going on with me right now. I'm getting a little bit of a headache right here. And I don't know what that is. But I don't know if it has anything to do with this bourbon or not. But who knows? But I really liked it. I think they should. I would like to see them bring it back. I would buy another bottle of this if I saw it in the liquor store. I'd buy it all day long.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm Luke.
I'm Frank.
Stay in school.